you know the exact location of Iran and Canada. So let's move to next topic, which is the size of Iran and Canada. Iran is a big country. It's the 18th biggest country in the world. It's about 1.6 million square kilometers. But when compared to Canada, Iran is a small country. Canada is the second largest country in the world. It's about 10 million square kilometers, which is 6 times bigger than Iran. Now let's move to next topic, which is populations. Iran's population is about 81 million person, and Canada's population is about 36 million person. So Iran's population is more than twice of Canada's. It's Iran's population and it's Canada's population.
Wow.
Then, if we take a look at the size and population of the countries together, we will see Canadian people have much more space than Iranians do. So we can say Canada is underpopulated, but Iran in some big cities is overpopulated, like this. You can see. This information by itself hints at the difference in lifestyles. In Iran, very few people can live in houses. Instead, they have to live in small apartments. And also, there is always crazy heavy traffic because there are a huge number of cars and motorcycles in the streets and subways. Unlike Iran, Canada's traffic is relatively calmer and it's less populated country. And in Canada, you have you can own your backyard. I mean your house, which I love. Okay. If you ask me how this country is divided, I will answer like Canada, Iran is divided into provinces. The capital city of Iran is Tehran, which was my city, and the capital of Canada is Ottawa. Now I would like to tell you about tallest skyscrapers in Canada and Iran. Canada's tallest skyscraper is a transmission tower in Toronto, Ontario. CN Tower.
Applewood air conditioning.
It was built in 1973 and its height is 553 meters. It's the second tallest building in the world. As I said, it was built in 1973. 27 years later, in 2000, Milad Tower was built in Tehran, Iran. The height of Milad Tower is 535 meters and it's a multi-purpose building. Next session is religion. Iran is an Islamic republic. It means that the official religion of Iran is Islam. However, it's not illegal to follow other religions. We have some Christians, some Jewish, and also some Zoroastrians in Iran. Although they are very few people, but they have a member of parliament. Unlike Iran, Canada doesn't have official religion. Instead, Canada has freedom of speech. It means that you can do whatever you want. Now let's move to next topic, which is languages in Canada and Iran. Iran's official language is Farsi. In English, they call Farsi Persian. So Persian and Farsi are same. Iran's official language is Farsi or Persian. However, we have some other languages like Turkish, Kurdish, and Arabic as well. Canada's official language, as you all know, is English and French. I told you about the language. It's an Iranian poem. One interesting thing about Farsi is that we write from right to left, unlike English. It's the meaning of this poem. You can write whenever you want. You can read whenever you want. Next session is history. Iran is a very ancient country. Throughout much of early history, the land known today as Iran was known as Persian Empire. The first great dynasty in Iran was the Achaemenid dynasty, which ruled from 550 before Christ to 330 before Christ. It was founded by Cyrus the Great about 2,500 years ago. And we have some heritage building in Iran from that year. Canada isn't like Iran in this topic because it was founded about 552 years ago, so it's not an ancient country. As my presentation ends here, I would like to have a review for you. I told you about the location of countries, the sizes, the population, and I compared the place that every people have. I told you about the tallest building in these two countries, and also a little about religion, language, and history. If I had more time, I can continue my presentation, and I think I can write a book. But I don't have more time, so it's your questions time.
Wow. First of all, clap, 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 clap. Yes. Even though it's not the end yet.
Yes? Any question?
What is the differences between Canada and Iran in terms of weather?
In terms of weather?
Yeah.
They are both in northern hemisphere, so they both have 4 seasons, and Iran have in some cities have same weather as Canada, but in southern cities it's warmer, and but we have 4 seasons.
Thank you.
What kind of food in Iran? Can you explain a little bit because I don't know.
Can I explain a little bit?
What kind of food is special in Iran?
A special food?
Yeah.
It's in Middle East. Middle East area loves kebab. It's kebab. It's marinated piece of meat, chicken or beef. We marinate meat in different ways, and we eat this meat with rice. So
What kind of thing? Because I know in Iran you don't eat.
we eat meat. We eat chicken and beef,
Beef.
but not pork. We don't eat pork.
Mhm.
And the way of killing the animal is different. We gave to animal water before we kill them. But we eat chicken and beef.
Mm.
And a lot of vegetables and salads and
Yeah.
green herbs. Some say.
Yeah, of course.
In Iran, you don't eat rice, right?
We eat a lot of rice.
A lot.
Iran has a lot of rice in agriculture.
About gas oil? Gas oil.
Gas and oil. We have a lot of gas and oil resources. I mean, in the south of Iran, in this sea, it's we call it.
Basra Sea, I think.
It's not. I don't know in English. It's. I don't remember in English.
Basra. Basra means sea names, I think.
Phosphorus?
Basra means
Bosphor.
The Bosphorus.
Is this in English?
It doesn't.
the gas oil area in Middle East.
Yeah, so but it's near Saudi Arabia. So
Yeah, right.
whatever oil is in the under the sea or wherever it was created first, that area is rich in oil.
It's
Is it
Persian Gulf.
the Persian Gulf?
Persian Gulf.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here in Alberta.
Hmm?
I'm here in Alberta.
Like here in Alberta, sure, we have lots of oil too. What about the flag? Is Iranian
Oh, I
flag?
didn't. I forget to show the flag. I can show in my cell phone.
No, don't show on your cell phone. Your cell phone is recording. But just what colors is it?
It's the top is green, then white, and then red.
What she's wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
The colors of the flags.
Put some white here.
White in the middle. And then there's something in the middle, a symbol.
Yeah, it's Allah. It's the name of God.
It's
in Islam.
So in Farsi?
Show her.
Yeah, in
Written in
Farsi.
Farsi.
The name
This
of
one?
God.
This one?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you pass it around so people can see. And the Canadian flag?
Amazing.
Right.
Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it.
Sarah, I have one question. You said about tower, and you said that it's a building, multi-purpose building. Yeah.
It's a multi-purpose.
Could you please give some examples for what you use it?
Yeah, it's a transmission tower. So the main purpose is transmission, but it's also it's like entertainment building. It has a lot of theater and cinemas, salon. It has some restaurants and some pools.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Cool. Thank you.
Sorry, everybody. We know which tower, why is CN Tower important the world?
CN Tower?
Yeah, because CN Tower high concrete, not too much iron.
No iron, not so much
Yeah.
iron.
But other tower, highway is iron. You know,
Didn't know.
Yes, yes.
because I went to university, my teachers explained for them. This is CN Tower, the word very important
I
because
didn't know.
it is concrete.
So a building that's made of concrete,
Yeah,
reinforced.
because concrete too much not be high. If too much be high, be danger.
Uh-huh.
Right.
If it's too high, it would
Yeah,
be dangerous.
yeah.
If it is too high, it would be
Be
dangerous.
danger, yeah.
But the CN Tower was also built as a communications transmission tower. It was
Yeah.
originally, that was the original purpose for it.
Yeah.
So both of them are still transmission, even with we have satellites. And CN Tower has a restaurant. What's special about the restaurant?
It is turning.
Circle.
Your-
Wait,
So
it moved.
revolving.
Revolving.
Revolving. Does Tehran's revolve?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it revolves.
It's a revolve, I know.
It
Revolves.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, it revolves.
Very interesting.
Is
Oh,
it-
makes you want to go visit Tehran, right?
Mhm.
Makes you want to visit Iran.
It's finished. Yeah.
So what you have to do last?
I would like to thank you for your attention.
Boss, I'm sorry. Just give me one question.
One more question?
Yeah, one more question.
Sure.
I really want to know about your country, but I don't know exactly about your cup.
My scarf.
Yeah, because when I see someone cover most of face, but you don't cover. Okay.
Actually, as I said, Iran is an Islamic country. It means that the official religion is Islam. But I can't say everyone are religious. We have some religious people, and also some people don't want to follow. They all think that religion said. Islam said cover your hair. Some people think that they have to cover their mouth as well. But as I understand, it's enough. And you can see some Iranian woman who doesn't wear a scarf, and you can see their hair because they don't want to follow this rule in Islam.
Why?
It's
Because
a rule you can
that's
follow or you cannot follow. It depends on yourself.
Yeah.
So some are more traditional or more orthodox. My sister has a best friend, and she doesn't cover her hair, but she's very spiritual, and she follows. She will disappear suddenly if we're having it's dinner time. She will go up to do prayers around about 6 o'clock. Depends on the time, and so everybody chooses to do what they feel comfortable with. I do know that some Iranian women have two things. That first of all, if they do have hijab, it's called hijab. What she's wearing, and it sort of creeps backwards and backwards and backwards till it's
And
sitting.
suddenly
It's really the front is
suddenly
it's sort of
disappear.
sitting. It's sitting there, and then the other thing is don't think that under the clothes or even under that you don't have a woman who's very fashion conscious and will maybe go home, take it off, and then you will see an enjoyment of fashion and things like that. But I think it was a very nice question. Thank you for asking it, V. People are curious, and I think the way you answered it was very lovely, and you understand people have choice. And there are many religions where people follow sometimes absolutely the letter of the law, and there's some people that decide that this is their identity, but they don't feel they need to do something or show something. It's between me and God. Anyway, what can we say? Thank you.
Thank you.
We have one more question, I think.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
I wonder that what is the meaning of action? What is the meaning of behind the action of covering your hair?
It's hijab.
Can I make a suggestion? Let's keep this conversation for another time where we can talk about different symbols in different religions. I do want to direct you to the poster that we have in the classroom here, which has symbols from all different religions. And it actually has, those are the different religions, but they all have one rule. They all have one value. And it's in the middle, the golden rule. What is it?
God.
No, no. Treat other people the way you want to be treated yourself. If you look around there, you will see that it doesn't matter the outside, what it looks like, but basically the value for each one is respect for other people. If you look, it's quite an interesting poster. But a conversation for another time. So we'll let her go. But okay, just turn it off now. Just turn it off.